This commentary is brought to you by the television show The Voice. Have you guys seen it? It's a singing competition that actually focuses on the singing, and it's coming back right after the Super Bowl and then airs every Monday night at 8. And hey, who doesn't want to see Judge Christina Aguilera weekly, am I right? The show just launched its own YouTube channel, so click on the annotation here and subscribe if you wish. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Lefty from 643 Productions coming at you here with a Modern Warfare 3 sniping gameplay commentary. Here I am on the map Outpost playing some team deathmatch with the L118A gold camo. This gameplay is part of the Quack Clan Revival Tour coming to a team deathmatch server near you. Now I want to talk with you guys about Call of Duty Elite. And I did a video a while back about how the services afforded to the premium members, or supposedly afforded to the premium members, are completely worthless. Call of Duty is completely worthless outside of getting the DLC early and for a slightly reduced price. Let's keep that in mind. It's not like we're getting DLC for $30 here. We're getting $10 off a $60 item, which, okay, whatever. But outside of that, outside of all that, the Call of Duty service is completely worthless. The website sucks. The website is either down or it's running slowly. The services that are supposedly meant for and reserved for premium members don't work or are not active yet, and it's just a completely worthless service that makes no sense. And I was thinking, I said, well, you know, Activision's, my mantra up until this point has been Activision's idea behind Call of Duty Elite is a surreptitious reduction in the price of DLC, which will garner them more sales of DLC. They're cutting off front-end prices, but they're going to make a ton of money on the back end by the increased number of people that buy DLC just because of the reduced price. That's called selecting a rational price point, or price point setting and rational price setting and all that stuff. But I was thinking about it, I said, well, this seems like a lot, Call of Duty Elite seems like a lot of work for Activision to just reduce the DLC price. Couldn't they just say, reduce the price? Normally, just say, hey, we're going to reduce the price because we're a friend of gamers, we love gamers, we're knocking off price of the DLC so that more people can buy it and so that you can get it easier and yada, 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 yada. That seems a lot easier than going through the trouble of making this Call of Duty Elite service and the premium stuff, and it made no sense. It still makes no sense to me. And so I was thinking and looking around at new video game news websites and outlets and stuff like that, and I read an article about the rise of the pay-to-play service. For those of you that don't know, there are a lot of games coming out now that have multiplayer components that do not work online out of the box. You have to enter a code that is contained within the packaging of the game in order to access the online components. Now, a lot of developers and a lot of publishers that do this try to disguise it as saying, oh, well, we're giving you this and you get this when you buy the game and you've unlocked this. But really what that is, that code you're inputting, is an online passcode. And the reason they're doing that is because developers and publishers, they want to get in on the used game markets. They don't make any money off of that. That is a completely autonomous market run by game stores and consumers. That is completely autonomous and outside of the developers and publishers, and they are losing a lot of money off of that, or at least they see it as a loss, as in they are not making that money and they could be. So they see it as a loss and they want to get in on it, and that is the way that they are doing it. So if you buy a used game, you're not going to be able to get online unless you go buy an online code from them, from the developers or from the publishers. I think it's the publishers that sell it. And so I was thinking about how Call of Duty Elite, the ambiguity of of how hard it is to create something like Call of Duty Elite when it could be just as easy as, say, reducing the prices. And I was thinking about how that could apply to Call of Duty, and I was struck by the fact that Activision is behind Call of Duty and Call of Duty Elite. And it made me wonder, is it possible that Activision has plans to move Call of Duty to a pay-to-play service? Now, a lot of people were worried about this when Call of Duty Elite was first announced, especially when they first heard about the premium services. They said, oh my god, it's pay-to-play, and Activision quickly came out and said, no, it's not pay-to-play, it's not, and it's not. But here's the thing, here's what it could be, and here's what I think it actually is, because we have seen the precedent set of Call of Duty Elite, the Elite website, the Elite service being able to affect how you interact with the game online, how your individual game is able to interact online. Because you can change creator classes from the website. and you can download DLC, and then you can input a code on the website and then automatically be eligible for DLC once you boot up the game, and you can download it to your console. So there is precedent set for this service being able to interact how you work with the game. Here's what I'm thinking Call of Duty might be. It might be the groundwork for Activision getting in on the used Call of Duty game market. They want a piece of all those used Call of Duty games that are getting sold and resold and all that stuff, and they want a piece of that. And it could be, later on down the road, that Call of Duty Elite becomes, here's your online code to play. Now, it's not a strict pay-to-play service in that you have to pay every month, but there will be a code, I think, in the near future in which Activision says you need this code to play online. And that worries me. That definitely does worry me, and it should worry you as well. But anyway, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you did enjoy. I'm out.